This is K-Drama Cycle, where we uncover the stories behind Asia's biggest stars. And today, the truth finally comes to light. For months, the name Yu Menglong was surrounded by mystery, confusion, and controversy. Rumors, accusations, and silence, they all painted a picture that fans could barely recognize. But behind the whispers and the headlines, something deeper was happening. Now, after all the chaos, China's biggest stars, Dylan Wang, Wang Yibo, Shen Yue, and Joseph Zeng, have stepped forward with evidence, messages, and personal experiences that change everything we thought we knew about Yu Menglong's case. This is the story that shook the entire entertainment industry. It all began quietly. Yu Menglong, once known for his calm smile and gentle image, was one of the most respected rising actors of his generation. With projects like The Love by Hypnotic and All Out of Love, his career seemed unstoppable. But one day, everything changed. Anonymous sources began spreading rumors, claims about unprofessional behavior, conflicts on set, and secret deals that allegedly caused tension behind the scenes. The internet, as always, was quick to judge. Within days, Yu Menglong's image was torn apart. Brand endorsements disappeared, media outlets withdrew features, and even some industry colleagues began to distance themselves. It was as if an invisible hand had pressed delete on years of hard work. Fans demanded answers, but Yu Menglong stayed silent. That silence, however, wasn't guilt, it was fear. Because according to several insiders, powerful figures were involved in spreading false narratives, aiming to end his career. For months, Yu Menglong remained out of the spotlight, avoiding interviews and keeping to himself. Friends said he spent his days quietly reading, reflecting, and waiting, not for fame, but for fairness. Then, in what no one saw coming, a wave of support started rising, not from fans, but from his peers. The first to speak out was Dylan Wang. In a live stream that later went viral, Dylan paused mid-conversation and said, "Some people are paying the price for things they never did. Sometimes silence doesn't mean guilt. It just means they've already been hurt enough." Though he never mentioned names, everyone knew who he was referring to. The comments section exploded. Fans flooded hashtags like hashtag #StandWithYuMenglong and hashtag #TruthOverRumor. Days later, another voice joined in, Wang Yibo. During an award interview, he was asked about the state of the entertainment industry. His response was calm but heavy. When people you know are attacked unfairly, it tests everyone's integrity. It's easier to stay silent, but sometimes silence helps the wrong side. That one sentence reignited public attention on Yu Menglong. Next came Shen Yue, the actress who had worked closely with Yu Menglong years ago. In a rare public post, she wrote, "The person I knew was respectful, kind, and professional. Don't let rumors erase what you've seen with your own eyes." Her post was shared over 1 million times within 24 hours. Fans called it the spark that started the fire of truth. Then Joseph Zeng, a longtime friend of Yu Menglong, dropped the final piece. He shared screenshots of production schedules, behind-the-scenes messages, and private correspondences proving that many of the claims made against Yu Menglong were false or deliberately twisted. In one interview, Joseph stated firmly, "We all knew the truth. We just didn't speak fast enough. But not anymore." As the evidence piled up, the public mood shifted. People began to question how easily false stories can destroy a person's reputation in an age of viral news and half-truths. Industry figures also came forward, admitting that Yu Menglong had been unfairly treated. One director even revealed that certain individuals within the production system had pushed to replace Yu Menglong for personal reasons, jealousy, influence, and control. The revelation shocked everyone. For months, Yu Menglong had been living under the shadow of lies, and now, one by one, the truth was breaking free. When Yu Menglong finally returned to social media, he didn't post a long statement. He simply uploaded a single image, a sunrise over calm waters, with the caption, "Time reveals everything." Within minutes, fans flooded the comments with love, support, and relief. Messages like "We never stop believing in you" and "Welcome back" Yu Menglong filled the feed. The silence that once defined his fall had now become the symbol of his quiet strength. In the weeks that followed, Yu Menglong received multiple offers for new dramas and film roles. But those close to him say he's taking his time, choosing projects that speak to his renewed purpose. A source close to him shared, "He doesn't want revenge. He wants to tell stories that remind people that truth always finds its way back." And perhaps that's what makes this story so powerful. Dylan Wang, Wang Yibo, Shen Yue, and Joseph Zeng didn't just defend a friend. They defended integrity in an industry where silence often wins. Their courage didn't just change public opinion, it restored one man's dignity. Today, Yu Menglong stands as a quiet symbol of resilience. He lost his reputation, his projects, and his confidence, but he found something far greater, the truth. And with it, he found his peace. As the entertainment world slowly moves on, fans continue to hold on to one powerful lesson: that even in an age of noise, the truth doesn't need to shout. It just needs time. Because when the truth comes, it shakes everything. And this time, it shook an entire industry. After the truth came out, the industry couldn't just go back to business as usual. Directors, producers, and media outlets were suddenly forced to face a question they had long ignored: how many careers had been destroyed by lies? For Yu Menglong, the following weeks were strange. He was back in the headlines, but this time, people were calling him brave instead of controversial. Every message, every video from fans reminded him that patience and truth had finally paid off. One night, he posted another quiet message online: "I forgive, but I won't forget. What matters now is to build again." That message spread across the internet, and soon other celebrities began using it as a reminder of resilience. Wang Yibo commented privately, telling friends, "Maybe now the industry will think twice before believing every rumor." Shen Yue and Dylan Wang continued to support him publicly, showing up at the premiere of his first new film in almost 2 years. When reporters asked why, Dylan simply said, "Because real friends don't vanish when it gets hard." Inside the theater, Yu Menglong looked calm, almost peaceful. The film, a quiet drama about forgiveness and second chances, received a standing ovation. And as the lights dimmed, he bowed deeply to the audience, whispering a single word: "Thank you." Over the next months, his comeback became more than a career revival, it became a movement. Young actors began speaking about unfair treatment, toxic gossip, and the cost of fame. Studios started enforcing stricter media rules, demanding verified sources before publishing scandal claims. For the first time in years, change felt possible. And at the center of it all stood Yu Menglong, the man who had once lost everything but refused to let bitterness define him. He didn't seek revenge or attention. Instead, he chose growth, kindness, and humility. In interviews, he often said, "I'm not the victim. I'm just someone who learned that truth doesn't fade, it only waits." That simple belief inspired millions. His story reminded everyone that integrity, no matter how quiet, can outlast any rumor. And as the years went on, Yu Menglong's name became more than just a headline. It became a symbol of courage, patience, and the power of truth to rebuild what lies once destroyed.